Hello. Welcome to my stream. We are doing art stuff. I know I promised yesterday that we would be doing a stream over doing the mermaid stitch art stuff, but I got sucked into this challenge where a person on Instagram was showing, "Hey, here's a full body image." Or here's an image, please draw, and it was going to be like some challenge or whatever. So I thought it was a cute design. This is what I've gotten so far. I do apologize that the screen does look a little squished, but that is my intro. So, hello. What I'm going to be doing is answering more questions. Yesterday I did a Q&A about myself and then I stopped it so I could go to bed. But we're just going to do a bunch of random questions I have here while I continue to color and draw our lovely character here, who this character also has violet, pretty much we have like different color pigmentations or whatever. So, definitely a thing. But anyways, so our first question is what's the superior breakfast food? And I'm going to answer this two different ways. Let me see. Sorry, we've had issues with my stream just popping off. Also, I apologize about the wonkiness. But so the first thing, again, I'm just color dropping at this point. I have no idea what color is supposed to be what. But so what the actual cow? Okay. So to me, the ultimate breakfast food, like if I were to have go-to foods right now, it's typically like a quick, like you can throw it in the toaster or you can pop it in. Love to know what you're not coloring, sir. Did you just give up on me? Oh, that would be because you're a clipping mask. We don't want you to clip. Okay. Excuse that looking very weird. Hello. Hello, Brandon. How are you? I'm just over here vibing as I figure out how to draw for the life of me. I just had a whole list of questions just to kind of fill out the stream because yesterday I didn't have anybody sitting in and talking with me. But the question is what is a superior breakfast food? And the type of breakfast that I typically like to go for is hello.
Hey, Sugar.
Hello.
Hello. Um,
I can figure out who this person was.
there is my phone.
You have a phone. Why do you need your phone?
Huh? I want to call my mom about the insurance.
About the what?
Insurance.
Oh. Oh, I've seen this person talk. Well, anyways, hi Brandon. Anyways, back to my whole question about the whole breakfast food thing. If I had to pick a breakfast food, I prefer something that is, very quick and on the go. If I could just throw it into the like into the toaster or whatever, makes it very convenient to be able to eat. And so I'm more of like a waffle kind of person, or I also like muffins. Muffins are really easy to eat. But if I had to go for like a hot food, I think the superior hot food is probably a sausage patty. Sausage patties are pretty good. They're very easy to very easy to eat and warm up. I said that weird. I'm sorry. I'm trying to concentrate on doing multiple things. Hello, two streamers. I mean, viewers. This is the most I've had in one sitting. Uh, so, anyways, that is that question. I'm just sitting here chatting and answering random questions from the internet. Is cereal a soup? Why or why not? Uh, no. I feel like soup needs to be hot. Do people eat cold soup? Is that a thing? So I'm gonna deem that as no. Maybe like oatmeal. Oatmeal wouldn't be oatmeal's a cereal. I guess does that classify as being soup? I don't know. I don't think breakfast food should be soup, so no. What is the best ice cream flavor ever? Ooh, that's a good one. I really like chocolate chip cookie dough is like my go-to. Rocky Road is another good one as well. And what's another one? I also like birthday cake. That was like my favorite one, like growing up as a kid. That was like my go-to just because it was blue, but it tasted good too. Tasted good. If you guys feel like joining in on these questions, feel free. What's the weirdest food combination you actually like? Okay, so as crazy as this is gonna sound, so my mom said that there was a girl that she knew back in elementary school that had like some weird like stomach allergy, like not stomach allergy, but had this weird thing that she wasn't sure what the combination was, but she couldn't eat one without the other. So one would have to be, so pretty much she would eat chocolate and cheese together, which, as disgusting as that sounds, it tastes really good. And so I'll have like a cheese stick with chocolate, and it was really stinking good. So definitely chocolate with cheese. I mean, I wouldn't have one covered, but I would like eat it together. Let's see. Are you more of a planner or go with the flow person? Honestly, it depends on how I feel at that time, just because, some things you will have, like, I'll try to have a plan if possible, but sometimes, wrenches are thrown in and there's not much you can do about that. So it's like, well, here's the new plan. What are we doing? So I think you kind of have to be adaptable to what the situation is to figure out, but if you can plan, I think planning it is better. And then if, things go out the window, then at least you tried. Let us go to the next question. Do you like background noise when you work or total silence? I think it depends. If it's something I need to concentrate on, am more of like a background music kind of person because I don't want people talking to me, but sometimes I'll have people talking to me anyways, and it gets kind of annoying. So, when it says background sound, I'm more of, I can't watch like YouTube videos because I won't know what the heck's going on, but I will listen to music because music is nice. That's probably as far as I would go for that. Next question. Would you rather be good at dancing or really good at singing? Ooh, I really love singing, even though I'm pretty bad at it, but I also like dancing. Again, I'm also really bad at it. Hello, Brandon. How are you? We're just coloring. I'm doing this art thing. This is my art piece. I'm still figuring out how to do. Oh, hello, Evie. Sorry. It says Brandon, so I apologize. Nice to meet you, Evie. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, if I'd rather be good at dancing or singing, probably dancing. I've always had like a passion for dancing. Good. Yeah, me too. It's been a pretty good day. Did you have I'm not sure if you're located here in the US, but um I just had a 4-day weekend, so it was quite nice. So, um if so, did you have a good weekend? It's been a crazy busy weekend. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, so yeah, if I had to pick between being really good at dancing or singing, I would probably say dancing. I just feel like dancing's a lot cooler than singing. I mean, singing's fun and all, but eh. Evie, would you prefer to sing or dance? I hope I said your name right. I'm going based on, I don't know if you've seen Descendants, but there was a character named Evie, and I think that's how her name was spelled, so that's what I'm assuming. Ooh, that's a very personal question about if you. Saying I'm a singer. Nice. Are you talking about coming out to your stepmom as being a member of the LGBT community or coming out of something else? And nice. Thank you. I'm getting there. I've been trying to get better at my art. I've been going on and off where I feel very discouraged about, me trying to improve myself. I've always been like discouraged, like, oh, this doesn't come out right. And so I'm like constantly going back and forth of, I'm gonna quit, so then I'll quit for a few months and I'll get back into it and then quit again. So um back to your question about if you should come out to your stepmom as LGBT. Have you come out to anyone else in your family or do you feel comfortable with your stepmom? See, I think it just kind of depends on if you know like how her views are in terms of the whole LGBT thing. Because I have an uncle that just came out to my mom, and we kind of suspected that he was gay for like forever because he never had a girlfriend. And I think he's only really come out to my mom, but my mom told me anyways, and I'm gonna meet my uncle's boyfriend. So, but if you think that your stepmom's kind of for it, and you feel comfortable telling her, I would say so. Um, in terms of pansexual, she may not understand what pansexuality is. I know it's kind of difficult to explain to people. Oh, okay, were they for it? Like if they were cool with it, then at least you have like a support system going on. So I think I would just take it based on, you know, if you think that they're, okay with the whole LGBT thing. There was actually a friend of mine that her mom was like okay with like the whole LGBT stuff, but the moment that she came out as, being bisexual, they they like turned on her and stuff like that. They're like, no, you can't be gay, you can't be that, you can't be this. And it seems a little bit hypocritical because they were okay with, my friends, other friends being gay, but like the moment that she's coming out as it, it was this whole bad reaction. Now, obviously, if they come around to it since, but it was just it was weird. So it's like I didn't understand that. It was, it seemed very hypocritical to me, and I wasn't, you know, but personally, about the whole LGBT stuff, I'm cool with it. I mean, obviously, I'm coloring and drawing a girl with rainbow hair. I've actually had my underlayers dyed rainbow at other points in life, but yeah, I mean, if my kid came out to me being like, "Hey, I'm pansexual or I'm this or I'm that," if I didn't understand something, I would ask questions, but it's not harming anybody. It's not like you're, you know, trying to do illegal things. But like I said, definitely could be a very heavy topic just depending on who you're coming out to. Let's try to lighten the mood with some fun questions. What's your favorite day of the week and why? Also, Evie, if you have any other questions or things you want to talk to me about, feel free to throw that into the chat or anyone else that is watching. My favorite day of the week is probably Friday because I do work on Fridays, but it's like the day before the weekend, and so it's kind of like, you're looking forward to Saturday. I would say Saturday is probably my my favorite holiday. Good to know that you support. Yes, I don't see what the problem is. It's love who you want to love. It's not a big deal. Like I said, you're not harming anybody. I mean, I work with people of all sorts of, gender identities and, sexualities. And again, it's like we're here to work, we're here to do stuff. So again, I don't see what the harm is. Um, but back to my question about the whole favorite day of the week. Yeah, like I said, Fridays. It's just because you're getting ready for the weekend, and I feel like Sundays. For some reason, I feel like Tuesdays are like a really bad day. Yeah, Fridays are really fun. It's well, that's where the thing Fun Fridays come from. Uh, what's my favorite color? My favorite color is so that's a okay. So growing up, it was always like the color blue, but then I changed it to being like teal, and then okay, sorry, let me straightforward color is blue. I literally have everything blue. My car is blue. Most of my stuff is blue, but I like all colors in the end. What's your favorite color? feel like blue is kind of a cliche color to like because I feel like everybody likes blue. Also, I'm not sure what the deal is, but like I'm finding that a lot of dads like the color purple. I've I have friends that have dads with the favorite color purple. My dad's favorite color is purple. Kind of strange. Ooh, pastel colors are very pretty. They very much give a spring vibe. And I love spring. Between spring and fall, I think those are my two favorite seasons. But nice. Yeah. Let me see what other questions I have here. What is your comfort movie or show? Uh, I have a handful of those. Oh, hello. How are you? Let me see. I'll call you Blairit. I'm not sure what else to call you by, but hello, Blairit. Welcome. I'm just doing an art thing here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm relatively new to streaming and stuff like that. I typically do all sorts of craft videos, and I'm pivoting sort of into doing more art related content. So thank you for the subscribe. We're just over here vibing and I just have a list of Q&A questions just to fill out the time while I'm doing this art thing over here. There was this challenge on Instagram where this person was like, hey, draw this if you, I don't know, as a challenge thing. So that's what I'm doing is I'm trying to draw them. I do apologize. It's a little wonky just due to the quality of stuff, but anywho, what were we talking about? Comfort show or movie? Um, Growing up was My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. That was like my go-to show, and I watched it from when I was from back in like 2011 to 2019 when the show did finish. I didn't like the sequel show they did for G5. That wasn't fun, but G4 was a really good show. The Powerpuff Girls was another one I liked. That was another comfort show for me. Movies. I don't know if I have a movie I could just whip out of my arsenal that I think is good. Um, do you guys have any shows you guys like to watch or any show recommendations I should be on the lookout for? I like being introduced to new shows. What other shows do I like? There was another show called The Hundred that was on the CW. That one was good. Also has a new YouTube channel as well. What kind of content does your friend do? Oh, nice. I think I started watching part of season one and I never finished it, and I don't know the reason why. But from what I remember of it, it was an interesting show. Oh, the fingers look kind of wonky. Oh, nice. Okay. Does she have, or sorry, do they have a preferred art medium that they like to do stuff with? I was actually asked on a YouTube video recently, like, what is my favorite art medium? And they asked me if I like using color pencils, and I find it that it's like the least messy of all of them. I'm trying, I'm sorry. You want to see bad hands? Hold up, let me try to find really bad hands. Um, God. This was supposed to be bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls. Okay, those hands don't look as bad as I'm thinking. Hold up. Um, and did I just not draw hands? Why can't I tap on that? Yeah, these hands are super wonky. There's supposed to be a thumb right here. Let me try to see if I can do stuff on this. Yeah, this is supposed to be a thumb right there, and we don't talk about that. So honestly, it's been very me just trying to figure out my art and stuff like that. I've been going through a whole evolution. Back in May, I was working on the mermaid challenge stuff, and even here, some of my hands were a little wonky. Um, Oh, hello. Hands look kind of weird right here. We ignore that. This is actually one of my favorite pieces. Um, hands here too looked a little odd. We don't talk about that. But honestly, it's just been a lot of me just playing around. This dude's hands were supposed to look like they were in a fist, and they just look like blobs. So we'll just leave it. This was a clown picture I did. Hands look more like balloon hands. So actually, I think these hands came out okay. She's supposed to be looking like she's holding a sewing needle. Actually, I went on live yesterday with me coloring this piece. So this one was kind of fun. I still got to finish this one, but I got very sidetracked on working on this other one for this thing. I think I'm going to get this one done first. Also, hello. If your name is Lily, hello. Me too. So I grew up watching and playing or drawing the Powerpuff Girls, and so that was like literally my art style. I was just drawing stubs for the Powerpuff Girls. I just tried recreating them. Um, Stardom is it make what? These were some weird hands I did. These were not good. Hey, do you guys know each other? If so, this is a very small world. Oh, do you guys know each other? That's so funny. Like, what are the chances that you guys would end up on the same stream unless you guys were sharing this with each other? That's funny. That's funny. I'm like, the chances of that happening would be like super slim. Well, hello to both of you. Oh, that's even funnier. So it's not just that you guys know each other, you guys are friends. I don't think that's ever happened to me before with my friends, so definitely small world. Wait, really? That was me. What? Who? What? I'm glad that you guys are able to chat and do whatever. Very small world for this to be happening on YouTube. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is insane. I agree with that. Now, Evie, how did you recognize Stardom's YouTube channel name? It was a cat emoji. Cat in a box emoji. Do you guys do any content yourself for YouTube? Like art or whatever? I'm sure those two are talking off screen or whatever. Oh, I told her in class, but yep, I love making art. Was this the friend you're talking about that does art and things? That's posting stuff on YouTube. Yeah, my one advice to you is don't be like me and be a quitter when it comes to art, because that was kind of my thing is I'll just go back and forth between like, oh, this isn't good enough, and then I'll stop, but just keep going, you will see improvement. Most of my videos are in fact about art. Hey, that's really cool. I like meeting other artists out there. But yeah, definitely my one advice is don't quit, just keep doing it because, there's like I kept feeling discouraged and stuff like that. But no, that's really cool. I used to post speed paints back when I was in like a decade ago. But those are in the Powerpuff Girl style. That was before I think the reboot of the Powerpuff Girls was out on Cartoon Network. Well, thank you. It's like I said, a work in progress. Definitely a work in progress. We'll be here. We'll be here. I don't know what I just did. I think I colored this on the wrong layer. That's definitely insane that we had two viewers that knew each other from school. That's not something you see every day. Considering how small of a stream this is, not like I'm the big time YouTuber. Just hey gal, it's just chilling. So before I was asking like random questions and just kind of answering them, so I will go back to that and feel free to join in if you feel like talking. Um, what would you name a pet rock? Oh, I'm a starter artist too-ish. I've always been drawing, but I'm a starter. When it comes to posting, it's almost been a year. Yeah, just don't give up. I always keep like getting discouraged myself personally, but just keep doing it. You will see improvement. I kind of wish I was doing this a decade ago, so then I'd be like super good now. But no, I'm glad. I always have to put disclaimers up that I am a what do you call it, that I'm like in my art journey, so then people can't just say mean things, because I understand that things look wonky. I understand that there are different body parts that look weird, but please be kind while I continue to grow in my art career. I say career, it's I'm not making a career out of this. It's just a fun hobby. But plus, people are really mean online. I wish people stop being mean. And Evie, I agree. I once had art block for 2 months straight. Ooh, yeah, that's no fun. I also learned that like writer block is a thing too for writers out there. I don't think I've really had an issue with artist block. Just because I have so many ideas. It's just I don't have all the time to dedicate for all the art I want to do. But I guess another form of artist block is when you keep trying to draw something over and over again and it's just not coming out the way you want and you're like, I'm done. So, thank you. I appreciate it. I swear I'm not what do you call it? I had a friend that she does really good art stuff as well, and she was like, I really like your art stuff, and I'm talking about like she's been drawing for a good couple decades. And I was like, well, I strive to be like you with the whole art stuff. But Evie, do you also do art things? Yeah, I'm all for that. There's always different types of art that's needed out there. So I'm all for that. Just make sure you do, you practice, get good, and it could definitely happen. It's just you got to keep practicing. Nice, nice. Do you guys have things you guys like to draw? Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I used to do a little bit of scrapbooking with my mom. Well, I have a craft channel, so that's so does scrapbooking as of yesterday. That's funny. One machine I would recommend getting, which would definitely help, is a Cricut machine. They do a lot of cutting out stuff for you. So it can be a little expensive at the start of it, but definitely a really good investment in the long term because I like using it. You can use it for all sorts of things. But the Cricut machine actually came out to help cut things for scrapbooking. Probably cats. Yeah, me too. Actually, I got a cat over here. I have a tuxedo cat that's just sleeping on my couch right now. He's a little over a year old, so I haven't really tried drawing. Well, I did try drawing a cat one time. Hold up. Let me see if I can find that. It was super strange. Um, this is my attempt at a cat. It looks alright. It's a very stylistic cat. Very stylistic cat. I think that was supposed to be a fox. What are these things? I don't know. I like to mess around with a lot of stuff in Procreate. That's the app I'm using for anyone that is wondering. I do a lot of messing around with this. I feel like I should probably practice more on paper. Oh, nice. What's your cat's name? My name is named let me see. Mainly humans and let's see, humans and OCs. I have nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get into fan art stuff. I'm just like, first let me learn the basics and actually learn how to draw before I start tackling other things I want to learn how to draw. But my cat is named Axe. It was named after a cat that I once had. He was another tuxedo cat named Jax, and pretty much the whole joke was since that cat ran away, and so since I lost a cat, I lost a letter because I was gonna name this one Jax the second. Oh, Mr. Collins, I love that. That's a cute name. It's a very cute name. I'm just a big old cat lover. Are you guys out for school for the summer? I'm gonna call him Sir Collins. I love that. I love that. Sir Collins. I am all for that name. That's cool. Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot of kids are out for the summer, but I know different areas they're still in school, so it just depends on your region, but that's cool. Summer has begun. I'm super excited for some stuff this summer. Are you guys doing any vacations or going anywhere fun? Oops. Are you talking about me? So, this is not my character. This is actually another person on Instagram's character who drew this up, and so I'm drawing this for a challenge that they had out there. So on my YouTube art stuff, let me try to see if I can find it. I actually had a friend draw up what is going on to my channel is we are not shopping, sorry. Images. So right here, sorry for the pixelatedness, it's just from YouTube, but this is my channel art, and so this is technically my persona or my main OC, I suppose. And it's pretty much just me with cat ears. And it was I pretty much just had my friend. I'm like, here are the things I like. Please help me drop something. And so she came up with this whole hoodie idea and stuff like that. Um, and so this is me. I the whole Meow Made stuff came from the fact that I really like cats and stuff like that. I have a church trip coming up soon. For Father's Day, I'm going camping. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm actually going to be going out to Florida. So I'm based out of Texas, and so I'm going to be going out to Florida to go see some family and for a concert that I got tickets to go see Avril Lavigne. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her, but she's going on tour. For some reason, she won't come to Texas, and I'm kind of sad about it. But she does a lot of pop punk music, which isn't really trending these days, but it is a genre of music that I like. So I'll be seeing her, and then I think I'm going to New York for a weekend for a crochet event that's happening up there. We'll be staying with my uncle. And then I think we are heading down to the Gulf of Texas. I think, what is that, the Gulf of Mexico? We'll be visiting down there to celebrate my boyfriend's birthday. So very excited. I think his parents are renting out an Airbnb down there, so that'll be a lot of fun. But those are my planned trips for the summer. But most of it is just I'm staying here. Do you like my design for Charlotte? Ooh, who's Charlotte? I heard of the band Beach Bunny. I feel like I've heard of their song. The one I'm thinking of, hold up. Beach Bunny. Is it Sport? Sports, yes. I've heard of their only the only song I've heard of by them is Sports, and it is a very it reminds me of summer. It's a very good summer song. But that's the only song I've heard by them. But do you have any song recommendations? Oh, okay. One of my OC's friends. Nice. What does she look like? I know it's kind of I know you can't post pictures in YouTube chat, but uh April, is that song or is that the name of the friend review? Nice. The Oh Hellos. Let me see if I know any songs by them. The Oh Hello. Oh, I know their song. Sorry if that was loud. Soldier, Poet, and King. Or Soldier, Poet, King. That's a very fun song. Oh, I know Prom Queen. That's a good song. Yeah, some of these songs that you're posting up there, I'm familiar. Most of the time I just listen to music and I don't associate person with song. But yeah, no, they got some good music. And the Oh Hellos, that's very fun. Let me see if they're coming to Texas. I'd like to see them. The Oh Hello. They will be here in November. Maybe. Maybe. I do have a song that or a friend that we did karaoke at a convention and that was her go-to song was the Soldier Poet King song. Did I say that right? Soldier Poet. Yeah. And I'm sure she would like to see them as well. But yeah, they have very good music. It's so nice that you guys are just, you know, what does ALR stand for? A Oh, oh right, okay. Sorry, I should have pieced that together. Yeah, what's your reaction to the OC art? It's all right or all right, you got it. Oh, you guys are saying what ALR stands for or already. Okay. I guess it just depends on the context of it. Yeah, there's still a bunch of slang I'm having to catch up on. Oh yeah, the feet just kind of look like duck feet, but to be fair, the front of the foot is kind of at an angle, so we'll just ignore that kindly. That sucks. Let me see how many bars of signal I got. I got I got 3 bars, but it has nothing to do with me. Just throwing out some fun commentary. That was literally me for a let me see. Like day one of mermaid is I literally just hit the arms or hit the hands. And obviously with mermaids I could get away with that having feet. This one too, I got away with it. This one was kind of fun. I didn't know how to do water splash, so this was just kind of a whole process and a half. Um, yeah, these other ones I weren't able to really hide hands. I'm glad that you like her art. We promote positive vibes over here. You guys are funny. Are you talking about my stuff or your friend's art stuff? Yeah, I really got to catch up with the whole mermaid stuff. It's very much behind on on it. Someday, someday. That's what I keep getting told about some of my content that it deserves more views, but I think it just I don't know. I guess it just depends on the audience. And thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Um, Someday, actually, yesterday I was streaming for like an hour and a half. I think a total of like 2 hours because I had two different live streams and I had nobody join in. So this was kind of a breath of fresh air to have somebody join in and have somebody to talk to and have a conversation with. If not, I just look like a sad person just talking on stream for an hour. I swear I have friends though. I just don't want to bother them saying, "Hey, please watch my stream. I need people to watch it." I'm just like, if you want to watch, and I'll start sending random emojis. Go for it. Go for it. Uh-oh. Let me pull up some of my other random questions. We can Okay, let's play some Would You Rather. Let me see. Oh, excuse me. Would you rather never eat pizza again or never eat fries again? Um, Personally, I would probably say never eat pizza again as much as I like pizza. It's just I feel like fries are always like a good like little side dish. I'm more of a fry girly personally. Pizza's really good. Never eat fries again. Really? I'm personally obsessed with potatoes, so I couldn't let potatoes go. Really? I guess pizza's too good, huh? You know what they say, fries before guys. You can always just add salt to them, but fair enough. I get that. They should have the right amount of salt the time you do get them. That's fair. There are other I'm sorry. There are other types of potatoes. So, like you said, the tater tots and potato wedges, which by the way, potato wedges are very good. So I would definitely take those over French fries. Um, would you rather have breakfast for dinner or dinner for breakfast every day? Oh, it's fine. Close enough. I know what you said. I just can't speak. Um, I think I'd rather eat breakfast for dinner, and I've done it before where I've had like leftovers for breakfast just because it's I don't know, I don't want food to go to waste because I don't have time to eat it at a later point. But I don't remember the last time I Yes, chips are good. Chips are indeed good. Do you guys have a favorite type of chip? Lately, my go-to have been Pringles. Oh, dinner for breakfast. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like you could get away with eating like leftovers and stuff like that for breakfast. Breakfast for dinner, really. I don't think I could. Ew. I can't remember the last time I've actually had breakfast for dinner. It's been like forever, probably since I was in school. Oh, autocorrect. Oops. Let me get the next question. Would you rather eat only, oh, sorry. Would you rather only eat with chopsticks or eat with a spoon? Ooh, salt and vinegar chips are so good. As for chips, I would rather only be able to eat chips. I mean, eat chips, only be able to eat with a spoon. Chopsticks are very hard to eat with. Like, very hard to eat with. And at least you can eat soup. I feel like you can get away with using a spoon for a lot of things. Okay, so I'm gonna add those two things. Spoon, yeah. Spoon is a lot easier to deal with. Oopsie. Spoon, because I can't use the. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they're very hard to use. You could theoretically drink it, I guess. Would you rather always have your food a little too hot or a little too cold? I would rather have it a little too cold because I feel like it's easier to eat. If it's always a little too hot, you're gonna end up burning your tongue. Not that I know from personal experience or anything, Or maybe, what would you do with soup if you have chopsticks? Drink the soup. Slurp it up from the soup. Yes. God, why can't I get this line art? Really? That's fair. That's assuming in that scenario, that's assuming if that, sorry, that's assuming that if you're in that scenario, you're allowed to do that, if you're allowed to cool it down. But I get it. Fair enough. I'm also doing line art on the wrong. Ice cubes. Yeah. Um, would you rather never have to do the laundry or never have to wash dishes again? I would rather never have to do laundry again. It's always a pain in my butt to actually have to do it. I don't mind doing dishes. Ice from your drink. That's funny. Yeah, I don't think I want to have hot ice cream and lunch meat. Well, I guess lunch meat you could heat up theoretically like ham. Wash dishes. I'm stuck on dish duty. Oh, that sucks. This whole week. Dishes every time I do dishes, I almost throw up. For me, it's definitely I don't want to do laundry. I think it's like my least favorite chore I have to do. Next question. Would you rather only wear pajamas forever or dress up fancy every day? Definitely pajamas. If I could go to work in pajamas, that would be like heaven to me. Let me see. PJs, yeah. You at least want to be comfy. I don't know how someone could want to dress fancy all day. I had to clean all the dishes because the dishwasher was still. Oh, that's so dumb. Sorry you had to go through that. I think that's part of the reason why I like doing dishes is because the dishwasher handles most of it. Do you know what Poppy Playtime is? I'm familiar with it. I haven't played it personally. I did see Markiplier play, I think, chapter one, and then after that, I haven't really done much stuff with it. But I think it's a an interesting franchise. Kind of reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's. If you guys are familiar with that, I know that franchise has been kind of gone. I want to look. I mean, you could be in like fancy pajamas. That's kind of a fashion thing I've seen some girls do that they'll kind of wear like these silk pajamas. I do not play, let's see. I do not play Roblox personally. I did way back when, with my cousins. I used to play with them, but currently I do not play with them. But I do keep up with some of the stuff like Dress to Impress is really fun to watch people play. Do you guys have any worlds in Roblox you guys like? It's my childhood game. Gosh. I don't think I could get past more than like night one or two in most of these games because of how terrified I am. Let's pull up another question. Would you rather speak to animals or speak every language in the world? Dandy's World. I'm not familiar with that one. Dandy's World. Oh, I lied. I lied. I've seen the bright colorful flower before. Is it fun? Oopsie. I think I'd rather speak every language in the world. I don't want to know what animals are thinking. Oopsie. Evie, got anything? Yeah, I don't know if I want to know what animals are thinking, considering how much we're kind of destroying the planet and stuff like that, because I would have a thing or two to say to humans if, I had an opportunity to talk to them about what are you doing to my planet? Why are you taking over the world? Um, oh my goodness, I love Duolingo. I don't know what they're up to. I know that they like killed off Duolingo on TikTok for a little bit, and then I guess they brought them back, so I don't know what that whole stuff was about. Um, but definitely Spanish is quite beneficial to learn. I think it's one of the most popular languages here on Earth. I know a little bit from my mom, but which she's is fluent in Spanish. You would think that I would be fluent in Spanish considering that we would, you know, I grew up in a household with her, but that didn't end up happening. I'm going to move on to our next question is would you rather have a pet dragon or a pet unicorn? And I can flat out tell you I would rather have a pet unicorn. Oh, okay. That's okay. Well, I'm probably going to be ending the stream anyways in a few minutes just because I have to head to bed personally too, but I will hopefully be streaming later this week if you guys want to hop on. I will be here. It'll probably be around a similar time because I swear I have a life. But that's okay. I appreciated her being on here. She was my first person I actually got to talk to, so that was very fun. So I still think it's crazy that you two actually met on here. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. You're part Hispanic in Hawaii. Yeah, I'm good on the whole dragon thing. They can be quite destructive with their fire and whatever. I'm good. I don't want that responsibility. I'm good. Um, would you rather sneeze glitter or cry confetti? I would rather cry confetti because I feel like it's a lot less work to clean up because glitter, it's like once you have it, it doesn't go away, unfortunately. It's one of those. It's like now, unless you want to like glitter bomb people with your sneezes, then I'm all for the glitter sneezes. Also, that's a really cool combination of you being Hispanic and Hawaiian. My my mom, she's Hispanic and my dad, he's Greek, so I get that weird stuff. Then I get most of my. Is she the Hispanic or is she the Hawaiian side? Woo, we agree. Me too, all the time. My mom looks really Hispanic compared to me, and actually growing up, we've had a lot of people that they've made comments about us being like, "Hey, is that your stepmom? Is that your nanny? Is that um your babysitter?" That was one that we got a lot. This was when I was much younger, and I was like, stop looking beyond the skin color and look beyond the features because I kind of look like her when you get past the features. But since my dad is quite white, that is why I look very white. Oh, okay, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, I get it. It sucks having to, you know, explain the whole thing of it's yeah. But actually I had a doctor that I put down that because you can like put like what you identify as, and I put down that I identified as being Hispanic, and I literally had a doctor's office change that saying, "Nope, not Hispanic, you're white." And I didn't realize that till after I left. Let's just say I haven't been there since. And I think it's because all of them might have been all Hispanic. Like most of those girls there were Hispanic, and I don't look like the traditional Hispanic. So I'm like, can they even legally do that? But they probably thought that it was a mistake on my end, which I get, but don't do that to someone's medical records. But I think I am going to call it quits for tonight. I will continue. Probably I'll try to pick back up. I will try to pick up back tomorrow. Thank you again for joining, and I really hope that your art journey goes really well. Remember, don't give up on your art journey because if you start quitting, you're going to feel discouraged. Then it's going to be like 10 years from now, you look back at old artwork and you're like, well, if I continued, where would I be now? So awesome. Well, I will subscribe back to you because it was fun chatting with you guys. Anyways, I will see you guys in my next live, hopefully, and have a good night.